Last week I saw something advertised online. I went to look at it and was satisfied and purchased it and brought it back. And it's in fact this little toolbox and the items contained inside. So I'd like to open this up and share with you what I found. Some of them are admittedly not going to be that useful at this stage in my workshop. Some of them are not really serviceable, but many items are. And I think it was in overall terms a good purchase. Well, the first item is this Starrett micrometer, not in perfect condition, but I just quickly gave it a quick service, and certainly it will do as a standby in the workshop, so I'm quite happy with that. Also a 1 to 2 inch Moore and Wright micrometer. This looks in better condition, but that will also come in useful. I actually have one already, but it's probably good to have a second one. A small pair of dividers. I have a larger pair, but they'll definitely come in useful. Well, I already have some calipers like this, but put those on one side. Some larger odd leg calipers. I actually use those quite a bit. I have a smaller pair. Threading gauge, or thread gauge. And quite a nice feeler set. These are also Moore and Wright in surprisingly good condition. And what else have we got here? Okay, we got an odd collection of gauge blocks, and they're kind of an odd set. It's not a set at all. It looks to me like it's some kit for a particular job. There's some 1 inch ones, a 0.8, and then a whole series of 0.1, 0.1025, an odd assortment. So not quite sure why that's part of a set. Anyway, they'll come in useful for something, I guess. This is one I'm not quite sure about, a whole load of pins. And I wonder if these are for tool making, for setting up. Why you'd have so many, I don't know. Various sizes. So any ideas what they might be used for? Okay, that's the first drawer. Okay, second drawer. Let's have a look in here. Okay, I was definitely interested in these two DTIs, and this is a nice one. This is what brand is this? This is Parvus Compact. I think it's made in Switzerland. The only fault I could find with this was the bezel was loose, the glass, so I put that back in, and that's now fine, 100%. So that's a nice addition to the workshop. And if that weren't enough, I've got another one. This is Mercer, so double acting. The other one's double acting, but with a switch on the side. Again, looks in fine condition, so very happy with that. Scriber. Okay, part of a large V-block set by the look of it. Unfortunately, I don't have that large V-block. That's an interesting piece. I've no idea what that's for. Accurately ground, accurately, these are the same size. An angle piece. No idea what that's for. Looks like it's something to do with inspection. And then the bottom drawer. Well, this is probably the most interesting, apart from the DTIs. I was actually looking for one of these. This is a depth micrometer. again, looks in fine condition. So I was very happy to come across that. Couple of engineer's clamps, a pair, a nice set square. I don't know how accurate it is, I haven't tested it yet, but the general condition of it is good. There are no knocks or marks on it, so very happy with that. A couple of V-blocks, so they look like a pair. That's definitely useful. I wanted a pair of V-blocks, so very nice to have those. As you can see, everything's been very carefully wrapped in rust inhibiting paper, so that's great. Clamp, one clamp to go with that pair. That will be very useful, and I think that will come in handy with my recently acquired surface plate. Then, well, this is definitely from the grinders section, because we have a dressing tool here. I wish the surface grinder were included, but it wasn't. We also have here bits and pieces of surface gauges, and they're not included here, but I'll get those out in a minute. A little angle plate. Two sets of parallels. Very useful. Again, they look like they're in good condition. Another one of these blocks, right angle blocks. Again, if anybody has any idea what they're for, please do let me know. Set of radius gauges. And a sine bar. So I don't have an immediate use for this, but it's something I'd like to have in the workshop. I wouldn't want to pay the market rate for anything like this, but to have it is certainly handy. So yeah, that looks good. Again, completely rust free. I don't know if anybody has any idea why there should be a separate plate, but there's a plate here that seems to locate on the side. I've no idea why that should be separate. Any suggestions? And then some angle gauges, I guess they can be described as. They look like they're 30, 60, 90 degree gauges. Maybe somebody's apprenticeship there, he's got his name on it, Ian. 3 different sizes. You can see the way they stick together. No, that's magnetism. Yeah, that's magnetism, but there we are. Could these all be part of an inspection setup? Looks like it. Let me get the surface gauges and show you those. Well, the first one is a homemade one by the look of it. Very substantial base. And the other one is Moore and Wright. Nice one, a large one. So that's certainly useful. And also a magnetic stand. This is definitely better quality than the other one I have, which is imported. This is a Mercer. And what I like about it is its general feel, but also its size. This is more suitable for most of my machines here, and will probably be easier to use on the shaper. Well, I hope that wasn't too self-indulgent. I hope there was something here that was interesting to some of you. Again, if any of you know what these little angle pieces are, how they might be used, what the round pins are for, maybe something to do with inspection or setting up, and also why a sine bar might have these extension pieces on the side. Was it simply that it was shop made and maybe wasn't quite wide enough and they wanted to extend it, or was there some other reason? I have no idea. So any suggestions, any comments, be most welcome. Look forward to seeing you next time.